Hi everyone, I'm Yuliani. In this video, I'll be giving you tips on how to speak naturally when giving a talk using the formula I created. Well, not necessarily create because it consists of essential features in oral communication. This formula is especially useful if you're going to give a talk in a second or foreign language, since we're not native of the language. Let's begin! First things first, what do you think speaking naturally is? Is it speaking fluently with no grammatical mistakes and abundant references of words? Or is it speaking with a native-like accent? Nope! Speaking naturally means we speak in a non-robotic way, that is, not monotonous. I mean, come on, even Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant speak more naturally like a human now. If they speak like humans, why do we speak like robots when using a second or foreign language? Then, when someone asks or utters something and we respond to him immediately without having to think what we're going to say, it means we speak responsively. If we reply people spontaneously with no hesitations, we already speak naturally. Lastly, this often happens when we speak in another language. We tend to translate what we'll say on our minds. For instance, when we, native Indonesian speakers, want to deliver a message orally using English, we mostly translate the Indonesian utterance into English on our minds before saying it out loud. Now, if it takes so much time translating what we're about to say, it gives delays in speaking, and that's unnatural. So, speaking naturally also means that there's no delay in the speech because of translating. So, how do we make our talk sound more natural? Since we mostly use our mouth when we speak, let's remember the LIPS formula. L-I-P-S. What are they? The LIPS formula is an abbreviation from linking, intonation, pauses, and stresses. I'm going to elaborate each of the elements. The first element we can use to make our speaking sound more natural is linking. Linking is a pronunciation technique that allows the speaker to smoothly say two or more words together. The words are like they're blended. Let me give you an example. If I want to say, "Where are you from?" I can link the word where and are so they sound like one syllable. So, instead of saying, "Where are you from?" I'd say, "Where are you from?" In writing, the word where and are like contracted. The next element that helps us to speak naturally is intonation. The rise and fall of the voice when speaking. Like I told you in the beginning of the video that speaking naturally meant to speak in a non-robotic way or monotonously. How do we make our speech unmonotonous? By using intonations, of course. When we speak, we need to pay attention to how we musicalize our voice. For example, when we want to ask a yes-no question, we end the question with rising intonation such as hungry or want some? See, we don't need perfect grammar to make a question orally, do we? Another example is the use of a word in different intonations may give different meanings, such as thinking Suspicious? And disbelief or surprised? The third element is pauses. Pauses are oral punctuations, a sudden silence that can help your audience reflect on what you just said. We can use pauses if we want to highlight key points we're trying to show to our audience. For instance, speaking naturally means to speak responsively in a non-robotic way. Did you hear I paused after the word responsively? In the actual speech or lecture, when I pause during a talk, usually the audience will write down the key point. Besides pauses, we can also use stresses to highlight key points we're trying to show. Stresses are sounds which are longer, louder, and or higher in pitch to indicate key points. We can actually combine pauses and stresses together when underlining a key point. For example, the word responsively pronounced using both pause and stress will become: speaking naturally means to speak responsively in a non-robotic way. Did you hear the pause and stress? Now, how about we try combining the LIPS formula altogether? I'm going to read a chunk of Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous speech called I Have a Dream using the LIPS formula. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day, right down in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. If you think it's still difficult to apply the LIPS formula on a speech, try using shorter and simpler text. Or you can practice on your daily conversation. Remember, always begin with one step at a time. Well, that's it then. I hope you will speak more naturally after watching this video. See you in another video. Bye everyone.